Hello YouTube, Dogfoot9 here, and welcome to a Battlefield 4 video. Today we're going to be covering the AK12 and my tips and tricks that I've got with this weapon, because it's the first weapon you unlock. Obviously I'm not, this gameplay is for, I think it was Friday, the first day that Battlefield 4 came out in Europe. So this is quite a good gameplay I got. I think I got 34 kills in total in the round, but obviously they weren't all with the AK12, and I'm just mainly showing you kills with the AK12 today, or kill streaks with the AK12 involved, because I did pick up the AK at one point, and I did get a couple of kills with that, so obviously I've cut that out because this video is about the AK12. And I know I've seen loads of guys on the internet, loads of YouTubers posting videos about all these advanced weapons, but not everyone's like up to that stage yet. So I decided to cover a weapon that everyone has unlocked, because this is the first weapon that you unlock. Well, it's already unlocked for you when you start playing Battlefield 4 multiplayer. So I decided to review the AK12. So, as we all know, the AK12 is first assault rifle unlock, as I just said there, and it has got, it's pretty standard damage for an assault rifle, like all the other assault rifles out there. It's got 650 RPM, if I do believe, and it's got pretty good recoil. The recoil is quite easy to manage, to see here. I'm not the best recoil managing recoil, but I am quite good at it here. Obviously I'm still unlocking stuff as you see this gameplay, but I've pretty much unlocked quite a few, well, everything really for it now, because you do get obviously some attachments that you unlock from the start, like the red dot sight you unlock straight away, or this one you do, and certain other attachments which you get with it. So this was just me trying to learn the weapon, but I did still do really well with it. So because of its rate of fire, because it isn't one of the fastest out there, and because it has got the same damage as all the other assault rifles, you're going to have to be using it at those longer ranges. So what I mean by that is picking your right gunfights. Don't go in there thinking you can rush everyone, because unfortunately with this weapon it's not built for that sort of role, because it's slow firing, and also if you come up against two guys in the same room, you're probably not going to come out winning. You're probably going to come out dead, probably, because this rate of fire does not allow you to drop two guys at the same time. Now, over range, if you came up against two guys, it'll probably be a different story, because the recoil is easy to manage, and you can pick one off and then move straight to the other one before they've even probably hit you once or twice, because its recoil is really easy to manage. But a weapon like the FAMAS or the AK is just going to chew you up in close quarters combat, because they've got a really high rate of fire, and by the time you've probably put out by 2 bullets, they'll probably have put out 3 or 4. So that's one of the downsides of the AK12. But if you do learn to, if you get the right attachment combination, like use a laser sight and things like that, you might fare a bit better in close quarters. But still, I wouldn't recommend it, because you can't really change the rate of fire or even the damage really, only over range with a heavy barrel. But anyway, getting into some more tips and tricks I've got for you guys. And one of the things is, when you're playing this game, it's kind of like what I've said earlier, don't rush. One of the things I would do to make sure, well, some tips to stop you from rushing, because you might be saying, well, don't rush, so what do you mean, just camp? No, I mean move up with your team, be kind of a supportive player. Play a bit like you've got a heavy LMG, I mean an LMG, and kind of play like that, because those guys, they can't maneuver very quickly, but they are really good at setting up and cutting off the enemy and suppressing them. But I won't play. Obviously you can move quite well with this weapon because it's an assault rifle, but it's not built for those close quarters engagements. So one of the things I'd do is I'd move from cover to cover quite slowly, obviously aiming down sights quite a bit, because obviously it's not got a high rate of fire. I know I'm saying because obviously quite a bit, but it hasn't got a high rate of fire, so even if you've got quite a high quite a condensed hip fire spread with this weapon, it's still not going to be very effective, because if you're putting out more rounds, then you're going to be killing quicker. So I would really recommend going around with going around hip firing. Aiming down sights is quite a good thing with this weapon, because it's got really good recoil management as well, so that makes it even more accurate. And also, one other tip I'd give out: once you start to get really good with this weapon, and you've got your perfect attachment combination which works for you, because not every attachment combination works for everyone. Obviously, like I might like an angled foregrip, whereas you guys might like a normal foregrip. I'd recommend that you should get around this weapon, and then what you start to do once you get more used to the recoil of this weapon and you've got the perfect attachment combination, I'd start aiming for the head a bit more, because you know with this weapon it just seems to be really good at picking people's heads off at a distance, at close, well, at medium range. Not really at close range because you don't really have time to aim for head, but with those long ranges it seems to be really good at picking off people's heads. So if you want to add a higher magnification scope onto this weapon, then I'd definitely recommend that once you get good with it. So anyway guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, also subscribe for more FIFA and Battlefield 4 videos, and until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.